name is Lucas, this is a Bit of Lit, and I'm talking about The Turn of the Screw by Henry James, which was the inspiration for the Haunting of Bly Manor. There are not too many similarities besides the basic premise. Two children, Miles and Flora, under the supervision of their uncle, who hires a governess to take care of the children, and Mrs. Grose is there along with the rest of the staff. And the governess comes to learn that she has replaced the ex-governess who died, as well as a man named Quint. And these two seemed to be quite infatuated with the children. To say the least, they had a strong relationship with them. This story, not the love story that House of Bly Manor is in any way. That's about where the similarities end. It is a very psychological, confusing tale where the governess sees these children and sort of imagines them to be these perfect little angels that can do no wrong because they're so beautiful and sweet looking and kind, and she wants to protect them and do the best she can to not communicate with the uncle, because the uncle doesn't want any communication, basically. And then things go awry. She starts seeing people who are dead. But nobody else does. And she takes it upon herself to protect the innocence of the children, to make sure that they're always in her sight and, they won't be corrupted by this evil, as she calls it. But it's not entirely clear if she's actually seeing them or she's just losing her sanity. She's also got this weird relationship with the boy, Miles, who sometimes calls her my dear, pretty often. And some of the things that she says, like, that she's thinking, are quite, you can interpret them in a certain way, and they are electrifying. That might be the word. She's got this weird repressed sexuality kind of thing going on with the young boy, and it's really strange. But in many ways, it's really well written in that sense. Just because it's so strange, and what you read in terms of this story is a transcription of rewriting what somebody else wrote, that the actual narrator got from somebody else who heard about it, or got the story from the governess. I think the governess had left this story about that she had written to explain what had happened, and somebody got hold of it, and it was transcribed, I guess, and another guy heard about it from the friend who got that, and he's telling it at a party. I might have some details wrong. It was very confusing at the very beginning. What exactly is going on? Who is telling this story? There are so many layers of separation from the actual events to the person telling the story that you don't know what to trust. You don't even know if, because it could be that even if if I added too many layers to the onion of who is telling the story and how far removed is the narrator from it, I think I only added one. I think the narrator actually gets it from the governess. Anyway, who's to say that he doesn't make his own edits when telling the story? I mean, we don't know. We simply do not know. And it creates a very interesting atmosphere in the story. And I, for one, enjoy it, but it is a slog to read. It is exhausting to read. And that's why I don't return to this book that often, but it was fun to revisit it because of the Haunting of Bly Manor. And I probably won't ever read it again, but who knows? Interesting book. It's the only Henry James I've ever read. And yeah, that's all I've really got to say about it. I do like it. I like ghost stories a lot. So I do like this book, but it's exhausting to read.